Okay, so today we'll continue chapter 1, part 2, section 44. So at the end of the class, students should be able to plot the graph of function, plot the common surface, plot the level curve of the function of several variable, plot the level surface of the function of several variable. Okay. So function of two variables, graph of the function in 3D coordinate system, some common surface, and function of three variables. Okay. So we have z equals to fxy, which means your points all in 3D. Graph of z equals to fxy called surface in 3D. Okay. Okay, this domain map to the surface. Okay. Okay, if we combine all the points A, B, F, and B, you get a surface. So first you have to know this. Okay, this point is at x positive, y positive, z positive. Okay, they move here, and then they move the right hand side. Let's say 1, 2, 5. Okay, you can see for 3D, we always sketch like this. Okay, we fix like this. Okay, so let's say I want to plot 1, 2, 5. So this is x positive, this is x negative, y positive, y negative, z positive, z negative. So 1, 2, 5 means 1 move to here and then move to the right parallel to the y, because I said x, y, z. Y is 2. Say here. And then you have to z5, so you have to move upward. So somewhere is here. Okay. So negative means you have to move here. Z negative, move here. So, but for 2D, it is like this, right? X or Z, X or Z, Y. Okay, for 2D. So all these points, you can merge to here. Like this, 1, 2, right? Okay, X is 1, Y is 2 here. Here, X is 1, Z is 5. Here. This is Y is 2, Z is 5 here. So this point, it is located here. Okay.
Doctor, we are sorry, but we did not hear your voice.
Is it clear?
Yes, yes. Just now we did not hear you at all.
At all from the beginning.
Yes. When you start to explain to us about the graph from that point forward, we cannot hear you.
Okay, let me share again. Which one?
This graph, yes, yes, yes.
So I have to repeat all, is it?
Yeah. I think I don't hear you well at that time.
Okay. So okay, I will remove this all. Okay. So let me copy this. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, this point here is positive. So let's say I put 3, 4, which means x is 3, y is 4. Here. Okay. Okay. This is x positive. This will be x negative. This will be y negative. Here will be z negative. So which means if I draw in 2D, xy. F zx. Lastly, zy. So which means here, this is x, y, z. So x is 3.
Doctor,
Yeah.
doctor, your voice is not loud enough. I don't hear your voice. Very slow.
Okay, dengar. Can you see the slide?
Yes.
The voice clear?
Yes.
Okay. So next will be ZY plane, YZ plane. So your Y is 4, your Z is 5. This is the point. Okay. So the point will be here. Okay. So in this case, this is XY plane. Okay. This is XZ plane. Here will be YZ plane. Remember, always draw Z vertical and here also vertical. Actually, you can change, but I just fixed this for you. Okay. So we call this XY trace. XZ trace. YZ trace. Okay. So at this part, Z is 0. This is Y0, and here will be X0. So this 3 point will change to here will lead to this. Okay, for this part will be y z plane. Which one? Here. So everything this area is x equals to 0. Okay. For here, everything xy plane, which means your z0. Here, y z plane. So here is x z plane, okay? y0. So here, if you put your eyes like this, for this, if you put your eyes here, and then for bottom, you put eyes above. So you're able to see in every side, 3 sides, at least. That's what we call 3D. Okay. Do you have any question until now?
No, doctor. No.
Okay. So next, three-dimensional coordinate system is divided into 8 octants. Okay. So if you see this is in front. It is in front. And then octant 2 will be behind this. Behind. So you have to able to imagine. Okay. And then beside left hand side of this, I have this. And then in front this, octant 4. Octant 5 will be below octant 1. Octant 6 behind octant 5. Octant 7 beside octant 6. And octant 8 in front octant 7. So you have to see every single thing. 1, 2. I can say that 4 above, 4 below. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So take time to look so that you can imagine. Some common surface: plane, sphere, cylindrical, quadratic. So we have a lot of quadratic surface. So make sure you already know the basic surface, like ellipse. You have learned, right? In your matriculation or STPM or foundation or diploma. Ellipse, and then you have what else? Hyperbola and parabola. So make sure you master all this. Of course, circle. Okay? Circle is just modification for ellipse. Okay. Okay. How to sketch graph 3D? Trace. Yes, trace. One most important thing to sketch the 3D. You have to show these three trace. XY trace, XZ trace, YZ trace. XY trace means what? Z0. XZ trace means Y0. YZ trace means X0. Okay. So remember these three. You have to draw these three before you draw the 3D. Okay. Determine the variable, sketch the trace, coordinate in the coordinate, and then make the projection which is parallel to variable not trace. Okay, I will explain this later. Remember, z equals fxy consists of three variables: x, y, and z. Okay. Check the domain, sketch the trace xy plane, set x0. Okay, but remember, xy plane means set z0 for origin. if the point is in origin. So if not, it is not the same. So XZ plane, you have to set Y, and YZ plane set X. You see which one is missing. So that will become trace. So sketch combine of surface trace in one graph. So type of surface in space. Okay. X0, Y0, Z0, Z5, one variable. Two variable means I know you can draw easily this, right? These two. So these three you will, this three variable you will learn here. But you have to know how to sketch this also. Sometimes it is not easy to sketch this than this. This is more easier. Okay. Okay. So given as a constant equation with one variable, sketch the graphs of each of following. Z0. So what is mean by Z0? Can anyone tell me? What is Z0?
That's Y plane.
Yes. Everything in X, everything in Y, but your Z is 0. So what is Z is 5? Mean for B. Good. Who's that? Elvin. Okay. X, Y, 5. So X0 means
0, Y, Z.
what is X0? Yes, good. Who is that? Zuhair.
Yes.
Okay. Then Y0, X0, Z. So which means everything in X, everything in Y. Everything in X, everything in Y. But your Z is 5. Everything in Y, Z is 5, your X0. So everything in X, everything in Z, but your Y0. So which means, so if you put your eyes here, right? So you can see everything in X, everything in Y. Okay, you might confuse why it is touching the Z. Actually, it's not touching the Z. If you see from above, it is like this only. Everything. Let's say I put box, easy. Okay. So if you convert in 3D, it will be like this. Eventually, will be like this. Okay. Because we are drawing like this. So this is X, right? Sorry, this is Y. So if you see everything here, okay. So that's why sometimes we draw smaller. We just draw smaller in X or smaller in Y. Okay, just to show that it is exactly at Z0. Here is Z0, right? X, Y, Z0. Okay. Okay, so you have to know how to draw into D. Okay, which is Z0, X, Y trace, and you have to know convert to 3D plane. Okay, 3D surface. So this is Z0. Okay. What else? Oh, this is X, Y, 5. Which is everything in X, everything Y, but we shift this to Z5. Just shift. And it is parallel with Y-axis, parallel to X-axis. Why? Because there is no X here, no Y here. That is one of the formula. So if no X and no Y is given here, which means the area here, the domain here, or we can see the surface here, it is parallel to X and parallel to Y. You don't confuse. The y is here, z is here. Sorry, the y is here, x is here. Z is vertical line. Usually it is hard to sketch on x plane because it is slanted. It is not so straight, right? It is like 60 degrees or 30 degrees from the y. So that's why it's really hard to draw in x-axis. So some students or some expert, they will change the x to y if we need to sketch on x. For time being, z is 5, so they just leave it like this. Okay. So if I draw this, z equals to 5, right? Okay. So we have z equals to 5 means x, y, 5. So we can draw for zy plane and zx plane. So here x0, right? Here is y0. So for x0, you have z equals to 5. Right? So for here, your y also equals to 0. Okay, nothing. Right? Not like this. We have xy, right? Everything else is into y. For here, you have okay. So let's say I put xy. So but we don't have anything, right? No point xy. So xy will be everything. Right? Everything else, everything y. So for here, no point, right? Zx and zy, no point. So no need to draw. Okay. You can set we'll roll like this. I need to show the trace. Okay. So x0 means everything in yz plane. Okay. So xz plane means everything in y, xy plane everything in xy. When z0. Okay. Okay, sketch this, negative x plus 6. Okay. So first, determine the variable xy, sketch the traces. So x, y equals to negative x plus 6. So you cannot do anything, right? It's just y equals to negative x plus 6. So only you can sketch xy plane. So when x0, 6. When y0, x equals to 6. So here should be 6. Okay. So please amend on your notes, in your notes. Okay. So what you can do is, you see which one is missing variable. Which one is missing variable? Which one? Z, right? Z is missing. So which means your line should be parallel to Z. Okay, if I draw like this. Your x6, y6, okay. I just put like this. So it is, Z is missing. So you have to shift this upward. We don't know the Z value because they didn't give. So we just, this line is parallel to this. So this is the answer. See, when you plot 2D, so when you convert to 3D, it will become like this. Okay. Okay, same. It is just they put a lengthy, so this should be 6. Okay. Same only. So they put lengthy. This is the line. So they increase upward, parallel to the axis, parallel to the axis, because the Z axis is missing. Okay. Actually, it is not missing. We will learn later about the, we call them as common level curve. So let's say we put z equals to 0. So it is this line. Of course, z 0 because there is no z here. So if you put z equals to 1, if you put z equals to 1, so it will be another line which is above this line, right? Right? So when I put z equals to 5, it is this line. So this is the surface. Done. Okay. This is just a boundary. Understand or not? So here it is z0, z equals to 1, z equals to 5. Let's see. So these three we call level curve. So there is a question. Sketch the level curve. So you have to show these three. Is upon them. Okay. Understand? So maybe this is new to you. It take time. And then okay, second one. 2y equals to 4z plus x. So which one is missing? Which variable is missing?
X.
So if x is missing, so it will be a little bit tough. So because you have to make it parallel to x. So this is z equals to 2y minus 5 over 4. So when x equals y0, z is negative 5 over 4. Oh, now we have a negative z. When x equals to 0, sorry, when y equals to 0, when z equals to 0, z0 will be z0 will be 2y plus 5. So y is 5 over 2. It is 2.5. So negative 5 over 4 is negative 1.25, right? Okay. So we have this. Okay, this is only the trace. So trace yz trace, which is x equals to 0. So it is already x0. Okay. Okay, see what we have now. Okay, try to draw your y is 5 over 2. Your z is negative 1.25. Let's say here z negative 1.25 and y is 5 over 2. So this is the line. Okay. 1.25.5. Okay. So you have to draw parallel to x-axis, which is x is missing. So say that we have, okay, how we want to draw this? Okay, x0, it is here. Okay. If x equals to 5, where is x equals to 5? Something here, right? Okay. So you have to draw like this. Then you have to turn down a little bit. Right? So you can, it is hard to, okay. It's hard to see. Okay. So from this point, negative z, it is here. Okay. And positive y is here, let's say. So, okay, I have to move a little bit to the right so that you can, okay. You can see it, this is the surface for 2y equals to 4z plus 1. Okay. Okay, can? It is another one like this. This is like this. And then you just shade this. So this is the plane where 2y equals to 4z plus 5. Okay. You have to draw another 3D here so that you can merge these two lines. Okay. Okay, next, z equals to x, z plus x equals to 4. Determine the variable. So which one is missing? Which one?
The Y.
So here, y will be relation. So z plus which one? Okay, z plus x, y0. So there will be z and x. So z0, this is 4, 4, 4, 4, right? So when you draw 3D, x is 4, z is 4. Parallel to y is at the right. So okay, easy. So if we shift to the right, because it is parallel, the surface must be parallel to y. Okay. Okay, 3D. This three variable is more easier than others. Okay, three variable more easy because when you see here, okay, for this you have to do 3 sub 3, x0, y0, z0. So this is yz, this is xz, this is xy. So when x0, x plus y equals to 1, this is x plus z equals to 1, x plus, okay, this is x plus y equals to 1. So when you draw this, 1, 1, right? And then it's same. This is yx, zx, 1, 1, and then xy, 1, 1, right? x0, y1, y0. So you have to merge all this, right? Okay, this is should be more easy. So remember to show all of this, okay? Although it is easy, you have to show. Okay, this is x, y, z. x1, y1, z1. Done. Easy. For 3 variables, it's more easier than 2 variable. Okay, for B. Yeah, I've shown this. Yeah. Okay. For B, same thing. When xy plane, you have to set z0, you have y0, x0. For this case, okay. For set everything 0. In some cases, you cannot put 0. I will show you later. Okay, I want someone to do this. Adriana Ardini, are you there?
Sorry doktor, saya baru masuk kelas sebab tadi ada meeting untuk
Meeting apa?
hello?
Meeting apa?
Meeting untuk final exam punya untuk fluid dynamic.
Okay. So Ahmad, Rana, are you there?
Yes, doctor, I am here.
Are you there?
Yes, I am here, doctor.
So try to sketch this plane. Can you?
Sure, I'll try.
Then upload in our Telegram. Okay. So I will copy this Telegram. So where is the answer?
Just a minute, doctor. I am like just drawing the 3D.
Okay. Friends answer. Okay. Next time, please make sure it is in vertical. Okay. So let me see. Can I rotate? Okay. See, so we see Rana's answer. 6 minus 3y plus 2x. So make sure the question is correct. Okay. 6 minus 3y plus 2x. Then we have x0, y0, x0, z0. Okay. y0, z0. Okay, make sure you draw properly. Okay. Make sure you do one by one. Let's say you start with xy plane. Okay, now you have three things, right? So you have to draw every traces. Let's say you start with yz trace. Okay, x is 0. So write like this: z equals to 6 minus 3y. This is for your marks. So for sure, every test or final assignment quizzes, okay, make sure you have the proper steps. Okay, so this is will be z and y. So z, always z is in the vertical. And then here you can put when y0, z is 6. When z0 will be 2. Okay. Although yours is correct, but make sure you draw one by one. Make sure I can see in a order form. X, Z trace. Which means y0. So y0 means you have z equals to 6 minus 2x. 6 plus 2x. So here you have to draw zx when x0 z6 and z0 x equals to -3. So it is here. Okay. Then what else? XY plane, XY trace will be z0. Okay. So I know there is a shortcut way, but please -6. Okay, please do it one by one. -3y plus 2x. 2x minus 3y. So -6. So when x0, y is 2. This is yx 2. And then when y0, x is -3. Okay, so for 3D, okay, you just draw you just draw like this. Oops, this is it. So you have -x. So zy will be 2, 6, 2, 6. Okay, and then you have x -3, 6, -3, and then you have -3, 2. So just combine. Easy. Okay. So actually you can do directly when x0, like you are doing x0, y0, z6, x0, z0, y is 2. You can do directly like this. Okay, but make sure it is correct. But I prefer like this. So make sure you do like this. But this is for just scratch work. So this is just a scratch work. Okay, Rana. Ahmad Rana.
Okay, doctor. Okay.
Okay. So actually it is just 3 points. You just connect it. You don't need to know how is it. Okay.
Doctor. Okay.
Okay. So next will be sphere. Okay, sphere. If I remove this, it becomes circle. If I add this, it is sphere. So if this x0, y0, z0 will be the center or origin, okay, of the sphere. So if this is 0, the center of sphere is 0, which means the sphere is in the origin. If like this mean negative, the center will be 3, -2, 1. So always negative here. If there is no negative, you just put -2. So negativity will become positive. Okay. Okay, see. Sketch the graph following 3 dimension. Okay, for the surface, as usual, although you know it is a surface, you can imagine, right? Some students, they are exactly, they can, when see this, they can draw. Okay, something like this, right? They know, okay, 3, okay, 3, 3, 3, and then they will draw something to look like sphere, so they will draw something like this. And okay, I know you can imagine, but the thing is, you have to show the steps. Okay. So for here, step 1, check the domain in the range. Okay, if you see here, the radius is ±3. Okay, it is same like circle. So if you set 0, xy plane, you will get a circle, right? When z 0, you have x squared plus y squared equals to 3 squared. So this 3 squared, I can write like this. So your radius is -3 and +3. So you know it is a circle and center 0, 0 because there is no inside of the square. Inside square here, there is no nothing. +3 or -4. So there is no center. Okay. Same. You get like something like this. Okay. Here, same. So how you wanna draw? You cannot draw simply like this, right? How you wanna draw? You cannot draw. You cannot draw like this. It is wrong. So what you have to do is, if you see 3D, okay, I know it is hard. Okay. It is hard to see. Okay, but I will try to help you. So everything is 3, right? 3, 3, 3, 3. It's also 3, 3. Okay, to draw this, you have to put your eyes. Okay, you have to place your eyes correctly. Say that I want to see from here. I put the eyes here. So which means I have to draw on XY plane. So XY plane. Usually to draw in XY plane, I have to put the X smaller and the Y is bigger. Why? So I will get something like this. Okay, you will see why it is like ellipse. Actually, when you put your eyes here, when you stand above this circle, it will look like this. Look like this. Yeah. Okay. So accept this first. Later, for XY plane. Okay, XY plane, I have to see from here, right? Let's say this is the eyes. So it is like this. My drawing is not so nice, but okay, it is. And then for X, so I have to draw, I have to see from here, right? Or from here. So when I see inclinedly, so I can see that it is sideways. When you see Z, it is like this, right? So when I see like this, I focus on this, so it is like this. So now you get the, so that's why sometimes they just draw like this, and then they put. So this is actually the thing, okay, to show the sphere. Actually, it is a lot. We call them level curve. So for y, it is like this. Okay. So for z is this. So that's why you can see here, see a lot. It is a lot. Okay, and then in front, in front, in front, in front. Then for here, see. So in the behind, you see also they are round. This is for simple case lah. So see here, you can use GeoGebra to sketch and to see more clearly. So this is for you, right? So maybe you can see GeoGebra. So remember, for your exam or test, don't open website. Okay? So then you can put 3D calculator. So you have x squared, I have y squared, I have z squared equals to 9. See? So in this case, your z is the blue color, your x may be red, okay? And your y should be in green color. Okay? Okay? Okay, any question until now? No. Okay, we continue this. Okay, find x, z plane, set y equals to 0. Y, z plane, z equals to 0. Find the x, y plane, z equals to 0. This is y 0, x 0, z 0. Okay, I want to ask you, is this correct for this case? There is a mistake here. So can you check which one? Can you tell me the mistake? Anyone?
XYZ should be missing.
No.
The step. Doctor.
Which one?
Number 4
No. This is nothing. Okay.
or nothing.
So here we can see for xz plane y0 is correct. YZ plane x0 is wrong. XY plane z0 is correct. Okay, why? What should be the x value? Here, what should be the x value?
3.
Yes. When x equals to 3, then we can call yz trace. X should be equal to 3. Okay. So, okay, xz plane y0. So which means you have x minus 3 squared plus z squared equals to 4. So this is a circle with center 3, 0, correct? Radius is plus minus 2. You have a circle, you have center 3, x3, z0. So from here to 2. So this is 5, this is 3, and this is 1. So we have radius 2, 2. So you have a circle like this. So remember, your circle is at x equals to 3. Then for this, I think this is easy. Yx, center 0, 0, z sorry, this is Z0. So Z0 means plus minus 2 squared. So also 3, 0. We have the same thing. And then lastly, this XZ plane. So you have to show one by one, although you know the shape. Y0. So which means you have we have done this, right? We have done this. X equals 3. Yes, x equals to 3. When x equals to 3, what do you have? This is gone. X squared plus y squared equals to 2 plus minus 2. So you have a center here. Okay. So when you draw, so see, try to draw in GeoGebra x minus 3. Minus 3. So you can learn one by one here. Plus y squared plus z squared equals to 4. So you can see. See? Let me close this. So you have this. You have a sphere. This is your x-axis. And then this is your surface. You have to move. So not always in origin. Origin will be more easier. Okay. So maybe the surface can be at the bottom. Okay. Here, behind. We have 8 buttons, 8 buttons. Okay. So be careful. Okay. Cylindrical surface. Okay, this is about the cylinder. An equation of any two of x, y, z coordinate defines a cylinder parallel to the axis of the missing coordinate. Okay, sketch the graph following surface. Okay, this is a circle, but z is missing, so you have to extrude to z axis. So your sketch work is easy. It is just a circle, right? Yx with radius 5, negative 5. But when you draw a 3D, it will become, as I told you, when you draw in xy plane, the x should be smaller than y. Smaller. So you can draw this. So z is missing, which means you have to stand here. So this is your. So of course my drawing is not so nice. So what do you have here? You see, only we have xy trace, something like this. So actually, if you want to know further, there is no z, right? Z0. But if we set z equals to 1, so it will be another circle. If z equals to negative 1, another circle. Z equals to 5 here. Negative 5 is here. And then you combine this we call, this thing we call, what is the name? Level curve. So I just introduced you early, okay? Later we will learn. Actually, this slide is nothing. It's just combination of the circle. Okay. If we didn't draw this, it will not show the cylinder. So this is the cylinder. This if you use mathematical. So if I use GeoGebra, x squared plus y squared equals to 5. See, it is parallel to z-axis. It is on the z-axis because z is missing. Actually, it's until n, no ending. But when we cannot draw like this here, right? We cannot draw until above and downwards. We want to show the shape. So I just draw until here because the level curve can be until infinity to negative infinity to infinity. Okay. Okay. Can you guess what is this? Rough surface, rough sketch. What do you think this? Can anyone tell? If you see this, what you can see? After you learn here, you learn this. What will be the shape? Anyone? The projection which is parallel to the which one?
X-axis.
Yeah.
X.
So the surface. What will be the surface? What is this actually?
Cylinder.
Yes, it is a cylinder. But what is this represent?
A circle.
Yes, a circle, right? A circle ZY plus minus 3. Okay, so how about the 3D? Anyone?
A cylinder projected to the x-axis.
Yes, correct. So let's say -3, and your Y is here. Okay. Actually, this is only represent this, and then we try to adjust the level curve, different level curve. Let's say this is when -3, so -5, and this is 5. So this will be the level curve. Okay. So try to sketch here. Y square plus. You can try by your own also. Equals to 9 or 3. 9. Okay. So if I close this. So the X is the red line. So they put as a red line. Okay. Okay. Okay, solid surface. Okay, this will be a little bit harder than above. We rest for a while. Now 12:20. So we rest for a while. Later I will continue. 5 minutes. Okay. So we continue. For a while. So quadratic surface, a surface so equation of second degree. Okay. So first we see ellipsoid. So the base graph is the ellipse. Okay. So XY plane we have ellipse. XZ plane we have ellipse. XYZ plane we have ellipse. Why? See here. Okay. For ellipse, everything is square. Remember, everything is square. The right hand side is 1. Left hand side everything is square. So let's say YZ plane. YZ plane means x0. No here. So let's say BC equals to 1. You have it's a circle, right? So B should be not equals to C. So you get ellipse. So how to draw ellipse? Remember? It's depend on B and C, right? If the B is higher, should be like this. Okay, so my ellipse is not so nice. So if C is higher, let's like this. Okay, so everything is like this. So you will get ellipse other than circle, only that. So see here, if I see here, x equals to 1. Okay, so 1, y is 4. Y equals to 4. Z equals to 2. Okay, so if you merge this, you will get this. Okay, second one, hyperbolic one sheet. X, Y, Z plane. Hyperbolic sheet, hyperbolic of one sheet, we have one negative. So please mute. Okay. Okay. So YZ plane means x0. When x equals to 0, we have y squared over b squared minus z squared over c squared. Equals to 1. So remember to draw this hyperbola zy. Then we have this, correct? Okay. And then for x, z, y0. So y0 means x squared minus z squared equals to 1. Say that a equals to 1, c equals to 1. So you have zx. So you have like this, right? Same. And then you have xy. Xy which means z0. So you have a circle or ellipse. So what you have here now, to draw this, you have zy. Okay. And then zx. Okay, this is a little bit hard. Okay, zx. And then inside is ellipse. Done. If the negative is on z, means you have to draw the hyperbolic one sheet on the z-axis. Okay, my drawing is not so good, but I can see that if the negative on z-axis, the coefficient of z is negative, your hyperbolic sheet should be here. If x means it is here, your hyperbolic one sheet. If y means it is here. Okay? So I will show you in the. So let me show. So make sure you know how to draw this. So remember to show nicely about the traces, everything. Draw nicely and write nicely. Okay. So let me show you here. X squared plus y squared. Okay. Minus z squared equals to 1. So let me off this. See? This is hyperbolic one sheet. It is parallel on x-axis, the z-axis. If say that I add here x squared minus y squared plus z squared equals to 1. Okay. X squared minus y squared plus z squared equals to 1. Okay. So I off this. I have to office this also. So you have this. See, it is hyperbolic one sheet parallel to y-axis. So y is green, x is red. Okay. Can. So actually you cannot write like this. So you have to do one by one. Okay. So I show you here. Okay. Okay. So say y-z place x equals to 0. So you have y squared over b squared minus z squared over c squared. So I just put a equals to b, okay? Same. So this is a hyperbolic at y. Z, y. Okay. And then what you have exact y 0, we have x squared minus z squared equals to 1. And then this is z, and this is x. Same. Okay. So the graph touch xz. And then what else? xy lastly. So xy squared plus y squared equals to 1. So it is a circle. Okay, x. Okay, so it is touch y and x, right? So inside this should be a circle. So when you draw a 3D, y, z. Okay, you have x, x0, y, z, y, z, y, z. So it is something like this. Okay, inside them we have circle. And then you have xz, zy, zx. Zx is something here, here. Same also. Okay. It is when you draw properly, this actually is just something like this. Okay. So inside them we have circle. Okay. This is hyperbolic one sheet. Okay. Hyperbolic two sheet. Okay. This is a little bit difficult. Huh? Okay. For hyperbolic two sheets, I have to refer some books. Hyperbolic two sheets. Actually, for xy plane, there is no graph. Okay, but we have to modify them. Okay, for this case, okay, I have to show. Okay, I will show you why. Okay, let's say I put xz plus xz plane. So xz plane y0. So y0 means negative x squared plus z squared. Let's say I put abc equals to 1. 1. So this is just z x. So this is just like this, right? Right? When x s y z plane. Y z plane x0. x0 negative y squared plus z. Okay. So this, if you see here, sorry, this is y. See here, there is no any touching on x and y. Can you see? There is no touching on x and y. It is asymptote. Okay. Exactly draw the hyperbola. It is asymptote. Unlike the hyperbolic one sheet, it is touch x and y. They touch. That's why they separated. So this is the reason why they separate from x and y. See? No, there is no any drawing or sketching or any surface on the xy. So when I put z0, which is xy plane, xy trace, okay, we have negative x, negative y equals to negative 1. So if I put all positive, So -1 shows that no surface on x and y. Okay, easy. Okay, because all these three 2D graph will lead to 3D, right? So we have to modify a little bit here. Can or not? You understand until now? So that's why when you draw this, okay, when I draw 3D, hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, so when you draw here, you already know x and y, there is no touch. So you only have on z, y, and zx, z, y, and zx. Okay, the curve is still on z only. So one is like this. Zx should be a little bit curved here, and zy should be something here. So same also, zx should be like this, and zy like this. Okay, but you cannot leave it like this, right? So inside this, you must have something. So what you can do is, you have to set z equals to z0, or z equals to k here from the original one. Okay, I just copy back. See here. Sorry, this. From here, you let z equals to z0. Okay, I just put k. Okay, ABC equals to 1. Easy. Plus k squared equals to 1. So I can put like this. And then I have x squared plus y squared equals to. Okay. So here is easy. K squared minus 1. K is always positive. If this is more than equals to 0, you have k squared more than 1. Okay. If k squared minus 1 less than 0, what do you have? K squared less than 1. If k squared less than 1, if 1 means 1 minus 1, which means dot. Okay, x squared minus y squared equals 0, 1. If k is 0.5, so it will lead to negative, so which is this we cannot use. Okay, so if like this mean it is a circle, right? Correct? This is a circle or ellipse, If ellipse, we must include ABC. So inside this, inside here will be the circle. Okay, it is a circle. It's a circle. Same here also. So let's say I draw a circle first. Okay. Can. So that's why they separated hyperbolic two sheets. And another thing is, the trick is, if the positive is at Z, your hyperbolic two sheet is on the Z axis. If the positive at the X and these both are positive, your hyperbolic two sheet will be here. Okay, can. Okay, are you okay? So actually z equals to k is the level curve. Okay, next, cone. Okay, for the cone. So there's some element here, no graph, but we can modify. So then about the cone. Okay. Cone. Okay. For the cone, so like usual, exact plane, y0. So it is, let's say ABC equals to 1. See, for the cone, the right hand side is 0. Okay. For the cone, the right hand side is 0. Okay, check. Okay. So if like this, we cannot solve, right? So what you can do like this. So x will be square root z squared, which is modulus z. Okay, or z will be modulus x. Okay, we can choose. Okay, so this is z x, because this is straight line. And then what I have? Get plane z x0. So this is the same thing, right? X0, we have y squared minus z squared equals to 0. Z equals to modulus y. So what do you have? Z y. Okay, actually, so here when you take out the x, there is a plus minus. So it should be here also. Same. So next is z0. So here we will get. So we cannot solve this, right? This is, and then x cannot be like this. It is undefined. So if like this mean, you have to set z equals to k. So what you have? X squared plus y squared equals to k squared. So it is easy, right? This is a circle. It's a level curve. Another one, if z is negative here, which means your cone will be on the will be on the z-axis. So, if the negative at z of which of z is negative, the cone will be at the z-axis. If negative at y, here are positive, and here must be 0, and then your cone will be at here. If at y, here. Okay. Okay. So that's one of the shortcut way. So what you can get here, So if you merge all this, you will get x, y, z. So you have zy is like this, zx also zx, okay, also zx. So just beside them is a circle or ellipse, according to the question. Okay. Elliptic paraboloid. Okay. For elliptic paraboloid, it is different, right? We have z over c, power of 1. So before this, all power of 2, here is 0. This is power of 1, but we have 2 negative and 1 positive. I have only one shade, positive, negative, 1. Negative is here, 1 is here. And then ellipse, all are positive. So you can remember, you have to remember. So for elliptic paraboloid, same, when y is at 0, y is at plane, x 0. X0 means you have a this y squared minus z equals 0. So z equals to y squared. So this is what? This is just a parabola. Right? Like y equals x squared. How you draw? You will draw y x like this. So same. If z equals to y squared, you will draw like this. That's why you have at least the shape of parabola. So the name also parabola. If negative at z, so your graph will be on z-axis. So for exact plane, we get same like this. Just replace zx. Ellipse, because you when you set this 0, will be 0. You cannot do that. You just put z equals to k. So x squared plus y squared equals to k means you can draw the circle. So inside the parabola will be the circle. Done. Okay, so this is the hardest one. We call saddle. Saddle means no up, no down. So we have the saddle point here. Okay, for this, last one is the hardest one to draw. I think the question have never come out for hyperbolic, parabolic for past 3 years. But I just have to teach for the knowledge in SIG. Maybe I don't know this year they will come out, but we don't know yet because it is hard to sketch it. You see, there are some, it's like butterfly here. It is, but I will show you how. Okay. Actually, we cannot follow this 100%. Okay. So let me draw this for you. So this will be the last sketch. Okay. Okay. So hyperbola, parabola is like this. We have one power of this, then one positive, one negative. So two positive, one negative here, right? Okay. Okay. So we do one by one. Exact plane. So exact trace. Y0. So Y0 means you have x squared. I just put A, B, C equals to 1. X squared plus Z equals to 0. Okay. So what do you have here? Z equals to negative x squared. So can you draw this? So this is Z, X, and only this side. Correct? Only this. We don't have above because it's already negative. Okay, then we try YZ trace. YZ trace X0. So X0 means you have negative Y squared plus Z equals to 0. So Z equals to Y squared. So what do you have here? Z, Y. Yes. Okay. Assume that ABC more than 0. Okay. Next, XY plane. XY this. So what we have here, Z0. If I put Z0, I have x squared minus squared plus Z equals to 0. So I will get something like this, which is not okay. Which is not okay, so I have to let Z equals to K. Okay, so this will be K. Okay, it must be always 0. Equals to negative K. Times negative everything will be get K. So this is just a parabola, right? When Y. Yes. Okay. Okay. What if? Okay, we already get this. Okay, Z. Okay, this is YX, and this is ZY. What else? This is ZX. Okay, if I put Z equals to 0, what happened? If I put Z equals to 0, you have X squared minus Y squared equals to 0. So I still can draw this to Y, or Y equals to modulus X. I still can draw this, right? Plus minus. So what I will have this line, right? Okay, see here, we have a lot of things here. How you want to draw in 3D? This is the challenging part. How I will draw this with all this information? Because these are the traces, right? Okay, let us try. Okay, we have Z equals to Y squared, so I can draw like this. Okay, Z equals to Y squared. Then what else? I have Z equals to negative X squared. So I have to see my eyes this. I have to open my eyes and see here. So like usual, it is like this. Z equals to Y squared. Okay. And then what else? I have parabola Y here, YX. So I have to focus on YX. So how I will draw this? YX. So somehow, okay, let me extend this to see more carefully. YX. Somehow it is, see. Can I see like this? YX. Because this is Y, right? And here. So it is so far. Okay. What else do we have? yx. Okay. Okay. Yx. If I put like this is yz. So which is not correct. So yx should be a little bit slant. So now I can just okay. I can just put like this. Okay. Put like this. Okay, this is should ni kena sambung patutnya, should be merged. Okay. Then I can put like this and also like this. Okay. Okay. So this will be the shape. Okay, later there is like this xy cannot touch, and then I can draw like this here. So it's a little bit hard to see, but you may try. Okay, it'll be like this. Maybe we can extend our work this. Say that when k more less than 0, how is it working? K more than 0, how it is working? Okay, so everything is about the level curve. Okay, if you blur about this and everything this, you can type in the YouTube how to sketch elliptic paraboloid, how to sketch hyperbolic paraboloid, how to sketch. You have to see several videos to understand the shape, how to draw elliptic cone, right? You can write how to draw hyperbolic of two shapes. So if you see the videos, maybe you can understand, but don't see only one video, see several videos. There's some techniques. Okay, for hyperbolic parabolic, there is no technique. It is like this. Okay, for others can be changed. So I think I have to stop here. Next week I will move to this. Okay. So others, I think I already teach you all this. So but I will go through this. It's just about the level curve, as I told you before, and also level surface. Okay, this is for 4D. For 4D we cannot draw, but we can draw the level surface. Okay, any question? Any question? Hello?
No, Doctor.
So okay, I will stop here. See you in next week. Assalamualaikum and good evening.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, welcome.
Okay.